Yeah, that's a good question. But you heard about how the prosecutors they want Foxy Brown to testify in Tupac murder trial as a witness,
Yeah, what type of witness though?
as an eyewitness. They want her to place Keefe D in Vegas the night
I
Tupac was shot.
see.
Cause you already know, Keefe D he claimed in his book that she was in Vegas that night.
Because basically, if they say if there's no one that's seen him there, he can prove that he wasn't in Vegas. Like, so that's why I said when it comes to these twists, when it comes to these things, you never know with the system in America because you are judged by your peers. You know what I mean? So it's different. That one of the things that I realized in the USA, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna try to compare it because I live in Saudi Arabia now. And I'm gonna try to compare it with the scary Sharia law that everybody hear the word Sharia get afraid, but it just shows me how the perfection of Sharia law, because in our religion, for example, is so perfected when it comes to judging. If a person say in Islam that a girl committed fornication or a boy committed fornication, okay, and if you don't have four witnesses, meaning that you have four witnesses who are trustworthy witnesses who actually seen them in the act, then you can't, nothing can happen to them. Their honor is protected. But in America, you can take a person to court, even if they have witnesses, they have a certain amount of clout they can get out, or they being judged by individuals who they just send a subpoena, come to court and be a jury. He could have been in a nightclub drinking. He could have been in a stripper club last night. This one could have smoked crack this morning, but your freedom is on their hands. That's scary. You know what I mean? Like your freedom. So a person can just go in there and feel like there's nothing that they're afraid of to make them, be just or unjust, because you dealing with normal people that you don't even know if they honorable people, if they honest people. You know what I mean? If they don't have any agenda. So that's why in America you have a lot of people saying that the judicial system is broken. You know what I mean? Because a person can say he's in the car and killed this and this and that, but then somebody else can say, "Well, we didn't see him that day, so it's out of it." But he said it on his own words. So this is when it comes to the courts in America. That's why I'm never surprised with whatever happened. What happened, I won't be surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real talk. But I mean, it does make sense to use her as a witness. I mean, everybody else is dead. Von Zup, he dead. Everybody that was in the white Cadillac is dead. Orlando, Terrence Brown, Big Dre. So, I mean, it makes sense to use her as a witness. I mean, who else you gonna
Mm.
use?
And what happened if she doesn't want to do it? That's why, what if she say, "I don't want nothing to do with this stuff." She probably a family man. I mean, I'm a family lady now, not man. She might have a man. She might be married. She might have kids. And you know what I mean? Where you forcing someone to do something with, you know what I mean? Like they might be uncomfortable with, because, it's not like, how the system is in America, even with the street code and these type of things, that it's a very tricky situation. You know what I mean? Because I look at it like a person himself snitched. Like, why do you need anybody else? He said he was in Vegas that night. So why like he said he was in Vegas that night. Why do you need Foxy Brown? His words should be enough. So what makes Foxy Brown words more legitimate than the man words himself? You know what I mean? So that's why I said the system just broken, bro. It's funny. The American system, because this is an individual that said it himself multiple times. You know what I mean? He openly said these things. Like, I think this might be the first time in history where a so-called gangster snitched on themselves, bro. Like, this is like he openly snitched on himself. So it's not like I never seen anything like this. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like this, man. I come. It's just a different environment. He come from a I can say ahead of me. He come from a time where he lived before I lived. He older than me. You know what I mean? So before I was born, he probably was already running the streets. So the people back in the day were just cut from different cloths. It was different codes. Um, there's certain things I won't even say about people I grew up with, or certain things that, because I know from the code that they don't even want it to be known. You know what I mean? So, but this individual really told on himself. Like, I don't think you ever seen anything like this. You know what I mean? Like, so whatever comes his way comes his way. He can't really blame nobody. Whatever comes his way comes his way. He can't blame no one but himself at this particular time. And this is why, social media, likes, wanting fame is a very dangerous situation, because you know, psychologically, like people get depressed. They did studies and said when people they don't get certain likes on their Instagram page, for example, they get depressed. Like the social media had made people want to live for social media fame. For people that you don't even know these people. Like you doing interviews, the people you're never gonna meet these individuals a day in your life. They're not putting no food on your table. They're not paying your bills. But you worried about pleasing these individuals to the point that a person will put themselves in jail. I never seen anything like that, bro.